I want to share something with you guys. If you have an older Chevy, like the OEM, this is a Cheyenne. And I believe it's a 94 or 95. I look up 95 and it seems like I can't get parts, but when I do 94, I get parts. So I think it's kind of in between, but it's got the 5.7 liter engine. It is a 2500. That's the original tag on there. Yeah, it's just a basic model. The Cheyenne sounds fancy, but it's just a basic model. It's kind of like Ford has their custom, which is just a basic. And this has about 140,000 miles on it. I've kind of haven't changed a lot of parts on it, but everything's in pretty good shape. I did clean it up pretty good, and I painted that air filter cover. It's got a newer battery in it, but pretty original. Nothing has really been changed other than me just maintaining it. And right now I'm working on these lights, and I know a lot of the trucks like this have I think they had a package where you can get the dual lights, where they run like that. So it'd be like 3 tiers. You know, you have this one, and then it has the light and the light. But these have the single lights. And this is more of the generic version. And this light right here is in good shape. I haven't changed it yet, but I had to change this one over here. And this one, I adjusted it. But when I changed this one out, it was way out of adjustment. So what happened was the clips were broken inside. I'll show you real quick what they look like. This is the clip right here with the adjustment screw. And one thing I found out that I want to share with you guys is this is actually a dormant part, and it's supposed to lock in. And I'll show you right now what it looks like. So you see right in here, see how that is? That's this right here. That's just a different color, it's a different part. And so what happens is you put it in through the back here. If you can see that down there, it's the see the green tab. You put it in and it locks in. See that? So you push it through, and it's supposed to kind of lock in like a butterfly or a toggle, you know. It's kind of blurry there, but see that right there? So it's supposed to lock in. Well, this one right here, this is an aftermarket, a dormant part, and it's very similar to the one that was in there. But when you push this in, you can hear it. Watch. So I'm gonna push this in right now. This camera's all over the place, but I'm gonna push it in. Now you see right there where I'm pushing it in. And watch this. If I push it in, okay, it's in, but it doesn't lock. And what happens is there's a space here. Let me show you. So there's a space there, right here. See that? And this right here is too close to that, so it won't lock in. So I found these on Amazon, actually. Now watch, look at the difference. Look at the space between there and there, and there and there. See how it's got more space? So these lock in a lot better. I'm gonna put this together right now. I'm gonna push this one and I'm gonna show you the difference. Okay, and there's the two side by side. You see the difference? Right in there, see the space? And these right here, these green ones, I got on Amazon, and that's the name of the company. And that's what it's talking about, the fasteners and clips. And then back here it has like a little code. And then the bag that comes in here is what these are right here. See those? That's the bag, and then those come in there, and I think there's 20 of them. And it's kind of cool if you have more than one truck, because eventually that light over there I'd probably have to change out. And I have a GMC Sonoma, which is a 92, and I believe they'll fit in there too. But here's the code on here, QT836, compatible with GM, and there's a part number there, and it talks about Chevy Blazer, GM Yukon, and then it talks about Chevy trucks too. So whoever made these, I believe they kind of looked at that and said, looked at that actually, because that's a dormant part. And dormant stays close to the original as they can, but I think that was just slightly off. And then these were like an aftermarket, and I think they probably knew that a lot of people had problems with these things, because you got to get these just right, and I don't know, it just seems like they just don't work for some reason. And unless it's just my truck, I don't know. But I'm going to show you what happens with these right here when you put these in. And listen to the sound it makes when I put it in. So I'm going to put it in this top part right here. There's a hole up there. And I'm going to see if I can get the camera to show you as I do it. So I put it in right here. And listen to the sound it makes when it goes in. You hear how that locked in? And that thing's not coming out. In order to get it out, I gotta compress it. There's these tabs on this side right here. I gotta push those in and then push it out, almost like these electrical connectors that you have right here. See those? Where you have to push them in and pull them out. And so as you're putting your light in and adjusting it, these things aren't going to move back and forth, And with the other ones, you'd have to be real careful with it, because if you moved it slightly, this thing would pop out. So if you're having trouble with these things and you see the dormant part, which is, for the dormant part, you can't just buy these. You got to buy the whole set. And 9 times out of 10, your screws are still good. It's just a clip. So if you have the screws, then all you need is a clip. So you could just buy these. This dormant part right here, you get 2, and it's like $8. For this, you can get, for $10, you can get 20 pieces. So I think that's a really good deal. And then you don't have to worry about it. So even when you're adjusting it, it's not going to move on you. And then as the truck bounces around as you're driving it, the lights aren't going to move either. So just a little tip for you guys who are having trouble with these OEM lights. That's the way I would go.